one of those games that we understand that anything can happen, right? Any given Sunday, anything can happen, but especially in division games where there's maybe just that little extra, want to on both sides.
Welcome into Teal, the show. There is no love lost between the Jaguars and the Titans. Liam Cohen may be new to the rivalry, but he's definitely true to the rivalry. And we got Kyle hanging out with us. Kyle, look, this is a big game for the Jaguars because it's the next one, but it's also a divisional game, and you never want to lose to the Titans.
Yeah, he said that little extra. There's a whole lot extra when it comes to this game, I feel like. So.
Yeah, look, and a lot on the line. Look, I'm not going to dive crazy into it, but there's video circulating of Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones practicing. Apparently, the report is he has a fractured fibula, I believe, in his leg, and the plan is to keep playing him. And he did not look great in the practice video that's been circulating online. So I think we talked about it on Monday's Teal the Show. I'm still ahead and say it again, the AFC South is fully winnable, especially when the guys that are leading the South have a quarterback with a fractured bone in his leg.
Yeah, no, I mean, that definitely sounds like it helps us out, but really doesn't matter if you don't take care of business this week. Like you said, this one's the most important one because it is the next one, but you gotta take care of business. And I know the Titans may not look like the best team, and they may not have the best record, but we've talked about it before. In a game like this, a rivalry game, you can throw the records out the window. We talked to Coach Cohen today. He was talking about, the holidays, and he just hopes his team's mind is in the right place for this game.
These guys know, I think, that they understand as much as anything with a division game. This is a team that if you just watch the tape, which doesn't lie typically, this is not a team that's thinks or playing like they're 1-10. I mean, that's the reality. And so they have enough game records and players that can impact the game in all three phases that we cannot feel, there's just no room for that. And so I hope and believe that we are mature enough and honest enough with ourselves and with each other that this is a team that, is going to be hungry for a win. There's a lot of reasons, and it's the NFL, right? Like there's a lot of pride in what we do. And for us as well, like this is another great opportunity and test to go again on the road in division as you head into late November, early December. These are football games that we need to win.
Good teams win games in late November, December, into January. The Jaguars are trying to be that good team. This is a big-time game. Look, the Titans do have some talent, but right now they are a struggling football team. Their interim head coach has spent some time here in Jacksonville. We haven't talked about Mike McCoy. He had been the quarterback coach with Trevor under Doug Peterson. Now he's leading the charge up there in Tennessee. But look, familiar face, but overall it's a familiar foe. And this is a struggling football team. They are playing like a team that only has one win right now. And this is a game that the Jaguars need to win.
But, I mean, just last week, that one-score game against the Seahawks, and that's what scares me. Yep. If you look at the Jaguars so far this season and the games where they should have won, they've, overtime in two of them.
Sure, but you also got to look at it. Think about last season with the Jags. A lot of those losses last year, and that was a bad football team, were like one-score losses. That's what the NFL is today. They want parity around the league. There's going to be a whole lot of one-score ball games, or at least that's how it's going to look when it's all said and done because the other team's just close enough, gets another score late in it. There are games where you feel like you're out of it, even though it might look like one score on the piece of paper when it's all said and done,
That's true. Hey, but you said they want parity. They got plenty of it this year.
The AFC is winnable. The AFC is winnable. We might see a playoffs without the Kansas City Chiefs.
It'll be a close race. But he did mention game records there, and I'm just curious let's put you in the mind of a Titan. I know you don't like that, but if you were on that coaching staff looking at this Jaguars team, what are the offense and defensive game record that you would hone in on?
If you were game planning against the Jaguars on offense, you find a way to contain Travis Etienne, right? Travis Etienne has had a couple of big days. He's been very consistent. The running game is what gets that Jaguars offense rolling. Travis Etienne, I think he's 9th in the league in rushing yards right now. he's up there because he's been very consistent. A lot of 70-yard days, but he's had 2 really big days already this season. So you don't want to let that guy get going and have one of those 100-plus yard games. I mean, you saw it early in the Cardinals game where he pops loose for a long run and really gets the Jaguars.
That first drive was basically all him.
It was all him. So you contain him. He's your game wrecker on offense. On defense, honestly, it's Josh Hines-Allen. Look, I'll give the guy grief here for maybe not having the sack numbers sometimes that he probably should have or could have, but he still has been a game wrecker at times for the Jaguars. Against the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, he makes a play late, and that helps to lock up that ball game. He's always close to the quarterback, and a lot of those pressures do impact the quarterback, even if they don't show up on the stat sheet. I think he has like a crazy stat, like he has a sack in 5 of the last 6 games against the Titans and like half a sack in like 7 of his last 8 against the Titans. So he does tend to get into the backfield and impact the quarterback against Tennessee. And the Tennessee offensive line, not so great. So I'd say he's your game wrecker on defense.
Okay, hey, that's fair enough. And I feel like you could almost simplify that even more to just run game and pass rush.
Honestly.
And really when the team has done well in those 2 categories, they've done pretty well in terms of victories.
But we could do that most weeks, right?
You probably could.
You could do that most weeks with most teams around the league. Like the old adage is if you want to be a good team on the road, you pack a good defense and you pack a good run game, right? Stop the run the ball. And that's what the Jaguars have honestly been able to do a lot of weeks this year. So
hey, they have stopped the run. That's been another thing. We did talk about the defense and the pass rush, but stopping the run, you can make them one-dimensional. You can really get after the quarterback. And they do have a young quarterback. He's not a rookie anymore technically since he's played some games, but I think there will be some opportunities for some balls to maybe get tipped or stripped or how they just need to get after him.
He's a rookie until he ain't a rookie anymore. Until the end of the season, he is still a rookie. All right, we'll talk more about the Titans and their rookie quarterback when Teal the Show comes back right after this quick break.
Trevor, I need your help, bro. I need your help, bro. I mean, I need your help, okay? I need that guy that I saw became my quarterback December 8th, 2022, when you pointed at that scoreboard up in Nashville. I need that Trevor, okay? I need that guy that was rushing in touchdowns, throwing touchdowns. I need that guy that wasn't turning over the ball. Please, Trevor, I need your help because after Turkey Day, I want to celebrate another win in Nashville. Please, bro.
Well, look, sometimes it is that simple. The Jaguars are going to go as Trevor Lawrence does, and last week was a little bit of a rough one, but they got out with it. Now, Trevor has had the Titans' number. Trevor has had the Titans' number, so I think we can get the energy up a little bit from that call. But, you know, we always appreciate our Duval dial-ups, right?
Hey, don't give us a call, too. We love to hear from you. We've been getting a lot more calls recently, post-game, pre-game, during the game, so really, anytime you can give us a call, let us know how you feel about the Jags. We'll pop the number up on your screen there. And, yeah, just hit us up. We dial it up. That's what we like to say because we know you guys love the Jags, and we always love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, give us a call, 904-391-3661. You might hear yourself on Teal the Show on Monday night right here on Channel 4. All right, back to the Jaguars and Titans, right? This is a big one. The Jaguars are going to go as Trevor goes. The game against the Arizona Cardinals was a little bit of a rocky one, but I'm willing to write off a lot of those turnovers. I'm willing to write them off. It's tough to flush some interceptions, but you're going to flush them. And because you got to move on. They got the dub, but a lot of those, honestly, were just good plays, or some of it was a little slop on the Jaguars' part, and not just on Trevor, even though we're quick to point the finger at the quarterback.
Yeah.
So, look, all right, here it is. You want to go first, Kyle? Because I think this is simple. I'll
go first. Yeah, it is simple, but I will say, as I've always said, these are the type of games that make me nervous.
Okay.
And you know, I always be a little nervous, Nelly, when it comes to the Jaguars, but like you've said before, this is a game they should win. A team they are better than.
Yes.
So if they come out there, they pack their defense, they pack their run game, they can handle business.
Okay.
They don't want to let their emotions get too high. It is a rivalry, but just stay focused and controlled, eye on the prize, and I think they are able to walk out with a victory. You know, they've been doing pretty good in terms of scoring. I think 27 is their average right now. I've been going a little lower than that, so I'll give them a 31-20 game, a 31-20 game.
Okay, I hear you. I'm not far from you. So since the bye week, the Jaguars are averaging over 30 points per game. So the offense has really been rolling. This is a rivalry game, so I'll give you a tick down from that. But since the bye week, they're averaging over 30 points. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to where you're at. Look, I'm not picking the Titans to win this game. The Titans are a bad football team right now. The Jaguars should run away with this thing. Honestly, the Titans, look, I think Cam Ward will have a decent enough day. Like, it wouldn't shock me if he had 2 touchdown passes. But I'll give the Titans 17 points. Okay. And I'd say the Jaguars are at like 28. Like, give me 28-17. Jaguars get out of there with a win and kind of cruise on through, and then we're starting to look ahead to what's next, which, look, we're going to talk about the AFC South. I've mentioned it on Monday. Look, honestly, the number 1 seed isn't that far out of contention for the Jaguars if they take care of business the rest of the way. Liam Cohen told us today, he said, I have talked to the team about nothing big picture. He said he doesn't know the big picture or the mathematics, and he just wants the team and himself to take everything week by week and day by day and not look at any of the mental gymnastics. So we'll do all the mental gymnastics for them and for you here on Teal the Show. Black Friday, Teal the Show, but no discount here. We're hanging out with it. We're 2-0. Both of us think the Jaguars get out with a win, so that would mean Monday would be a victory Monday. So hopefully you at home will be back with us on Monday night to celebrate a victory Monday and relive a little bit of that game with us right here on Teal the Show. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. Good night, everybody, and go Jags.